Buenas, estamos, ¿cómo se llama este parque? Estamos en el parque Julio Andrade, vamos a ir por una plaza donde venden pues mucha variedad de comida ecuatoriana. Estamos con Brandon y con Josh. Sin saluden que es el de
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Entonces por ahí en el camino encontramos como comidita así, esto se llama camote amarillo y está todo rico, es frito y está muy bacano. Y aquí con el guía Brandon nos va a llevar a otra plaza, a un parque que se llama el Parque El Ejido, y allá venden como también como que comida callejera o algo así. Entonces íbamos a almorzar pues cosas típicas, pero pues tocó almorzar cosas callejeras que también son muy bacanas. Entonces ya vamos para allá. Sí, 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 está bien.
Para que pruebes.
Bien grande, un carro especial para que yo
Ya no tengo, mami.
¿Ya no tiene? ¿En serio, vecina?
Yo soy padre, niñas. Ya, papito lindo.
Uy, me meto poquito. Vea, este grande que está. Are you full or not, Justin?
No, tengo hambre.
Esa buena.
¿Esos son habas? ¿Qué es eso?
Esa es a mí.
Cueritos.
A mí en vez del peto me puede echar más carne. No, not too much. It's okay, but not too much for me.
Sí.
I prefer this one. I'm full. So, Justin, entrevista, okay. Are you ready for the interview?
Oh yeah. My first time in Latin America was in 2019. I went to Colombia for the first time. First time ever solo traveling, and it was an amazing experience. I wanted to go through culture shock for the first time because I've been to Europe before and it felt pretty similar to the U.S. And then after being in Colombia, it was just like, wow, I kind of love life in Latin America. And then I slowly took a couple like shorter trips. I went to the Galapagos, back to Colombia, and then I was like, I want to take the long trip because like you always meet other people like yourself who've been traveling for a long period of time, and it's like I want to do this. So that's what I did. I went back to the U.S., worked hard, and saved up for about a year, and then quit my job and I traveled through Latin America for about 9 months or so.
9 months.
9 months, yep. Just traveling. I went from Peru all the way down to Punta Arenas just by buses. I spent over 300 hours on buses.
And you make this, no?
Yeah, a little bit of hitchhiking, a little acedero, especially down in Patagonia. And then after the 9 months, I still didn't want to leave Latin America. So I went back to the U.S. to move some of my things from my home state of Colorado back to where my family lives in Ohio. And now I'm working to become an English teacher online so I can just kind of continue traveling and living life in Latin America.
Which was the best place you've been in Colombia?
Oh, in Colombia? Oh, difícil. For nature, Los Nevados National Park. I love the Parmero environment. It's really special to me. For city, just like every other gringo, Medellin. It's a special place for me too.
Okay. And what about Tayrona? You've been there?
Oh yes, Tayrona is one of my favorite beaches in the world.
Yep.
Just like being able to just sleep on a hammock and hear the ocean waves.
Yeah.
It's a perfect Caribbean beach. Oh, it's a special place for me as well. Also in the same area, shout out to Minka. Minka's
Minka.
a great area too.
And you told me that you're going to be a teacher, right? You're studying for that.
Yep, that's the goal.
Okay. And how long have you been studying? How is it? For example, if the people want to be a teacher too, for traveling, how can they do?
Yeah. So it depends on a couple things. For me, I have a university degree, so it's a little easier. If you have a university degree and you get a TEFL certification, or really any of the 120-hour teaching courses that you see online, then you're qualified to do it. Now, if you're sitting here and you're like, oh no, I don't have a degree, it is possible to still do it with the certifications, but sometimes it might be a little harder. Like some companies might not accept you and stuff, so you might have to look a little bit harder, but it's absolutely possible. I've even met a couple people that don't have a certification at all that teach English. They come from native speaking countries. So, don't let things you see on the internet tell you can't do it, but it is important to be aware of things you can do to make it easier on your journey. And that's why I'm getting my certificate, is because I just want it to be easier for me so I can focus more on traveling.
And what about the photos that you make? You are a photographer too, right?
Yeah, so I'm like a semi-professional photographer. Like people will buy some of my prints and things like that, but it doesn't fully support me. Photography for me is really just a passion that I picked up as I started spending more time in nature. And yeah, so as I was just traveling around, I was taking pictures of the people, the food, the nature that I saw, and just kind of sharing with the people that I know. And it turns out a lot of people are really interested in seeing that stuff. Especially I live in the US, and a lot of my friends and family members don't really get to travel a lot of places outside the country, especially to Latin America. So it's been a kind of cool way to show people a little bit of how life is down here. Obviously it's not perfect coming through a photography lens, but it's at least a little piece of for people to see and just kind of understand how beautiful this continent is. Latin America in general, but especially South America, people forget how incredible the Andes are, just how diverse with the jungles, the deserts, everything. There's some incredible stuff down here that is honestly as good, if not better, than other places in the world. And it was kind of cool. It was a cool way to show that while also giving myself memories of the things that I've done. I'll look back through my photos and be like, wow, I was really there. That's crazy.
That's the same reason I'm doing videos.
Exactly.
So when I am 40 or 70, 100 years old, I would like to see what I've done with my life.
Exactly.
So those are my remembers. It's okay?
Yep. Your memories. Yeah. I know you're doing good. There's a reason we're doing this in English instead of Spanish, everyone. My Spanish, I know it, but you don't want to listen to it.
Estamos practicando más o menos el inglés.
Sí.
Como Jesse. What is your plan? Where are you going to go after Ecuador?
Ooh, that is a very good question, because I don't fully know the answer. I've had a couple different ideas. I think the most likely is I'm going to go to Brazil next, because Brazil's been the one country here that I've been really wanting to go to that I haven't quite got the chance to yet. So I think I'm going to spend a couple months in Brazil after some more exploring here in Ecuador. And I would love to go snowboarding in Argentina during the next winter season, because I've been missing the last few seasons in the US. I think the general plan is to go Ecuador, Brazil, a little bit of time in Uruguay, and then go back to Argentina.
Okay.
And then from there, your guess is as good as mine. I love life in Latin America, but I'd love to explore Asia as well.
Okay.
So we'll kind of see. I don't like to plan too far in advance. Just kind of see what happens.
Live the present.
For example, I didn't plan on being in Quito this long, but I've been really enjoying my time here, the people I've met and stuff. So yeah, just that's the important thing with long-term traveling is have ideas and know the places you really want to go, but don't like make a strict schedule because you're gonna stress yourself out if
Yep.
you do that.
That's true. Justin, could you please tell them something in Spanish, like an advice? Advice?
Yeah.
An advice for their travel plan or whatever they're going to do.
Yeah.
But in Spanish, please.
Sí. Vida es no en serio. Mi otra recomendación es comer tradicionales comida. Oh, es que rico en todo el país. Y practicar hablando en español. Y por ejemplo, mi español nada antes mi viaje. Pero poco a poco aprender parábolas, frases en otras partes en español. Y hablando con locales y otros latinos es mejor para su experiencia y en generales porque estoy acá tu aprender a diferente cultura. En tu todo tiempo solamente habla con otros gringos, tú aprender poquito en otras culturas. So, yeah.
Sí, eso es muy cierto también lo que dice él y por eso también es muy bueno que usted viaje también solo, por ejemplo, usted se ayuda y se obliga a que tiene que interactuar pues con otras personas y más pues si esas personas son de Gringolandia o son asiáticos,
Sí.
son lo que sea, usted ahí se va a obligar a perfeccionar también su idioma, usted se va a obligar a hablar o francés o inglés, pues en mi caso que lo estoy practicando. Y pues, por ejemplo, acá con Justin lo he practicado bastante y creo que lo he mejorado y pues he soltado un poquito la lengua.
Sí.
Y ya, está bueno, listo.
Sí,
¿Qué más va a
gracias.
decir?
Uno más. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Siempre habla así. Mi advice es vida no es serioso, so just. Okay, wait. Can we redo this part? Let me think for a second.
¿Es que? ¿Serio? ¿No es tan
Like,
seria?
life isn't that serious.
La vida no es tan seria.
La vida es
¿No es?
no es en serio.
¿No es en serio?
¿En serio?
Life is not serious?
Yeah.
Ok, está bien. Sí, es cierto. Y ya, entonces nos vemos y vamos a seguir con el Brandon.
Chao.
Vení pues, Brandon.
Alright, I hope that's good enough.
Bien, y ahí se saca buen material.